So yeah, when I was, 9 years old, my family, we all of us had to go out into the fields, and we had to pick garlic and onion every single summer. So the day school ended, the next day we were out there in the fields, working till the sun went down. And it was hard, not having that typical childhood where you could kind of just, be free and everything. We had to help support the family. I'm 13 years old, and I remember driving through downtown LA. It was during the daytime, and I was in the very, very back of the van, and I just remember seeing these huge skyscrapers. I've never seen anything like that. And when I saw the skyline of downtown LA, I knew right then and there that I had to be here. I knew right then and there that this is the place where I was going to make my fortune, that it was going to change my life. And as soon as I had the opportunity, I was 17 and a half, I moved out here to LA. At the start of my career, it was really tough because I was on my own. I didn't have a mentor. I didn't have anybody teaching me what needed to be done. So I struggled. I struggled financially. There was many times that at the end of the month or at the beginning of the month, my landlord was knocking on the door, asking for the rent check, and I would just hide out. I was there, but I would hide out because I didn't have the money in my checking account to be able to pay for that. So, I did what I had to do, and I had to sell whatever I had in my possession as far as like all my music CDs. I sold whatever I needed to sell to be able to make rent. It was really tough in the beginning. I don't think it was easy for my family when I decided to, one, move away to another state. But when I started out my career, I was so focused on it that I really kind of secluded myself from them, and I needed to stay on track. And I was accused that I had abandoned my family because I wasn't going back to family reunions or checking in with them all the time. So it was hard, but I had to do what I had to do to be able to really get involved in what I wanted to accomplish. Today, now they're singing a different song. Today I've been very fortunate where I'm able to help my family financially. I'm very involved with family. My mother and my father live with me, and my husband and my son, and it's been such a sweet redemption that I'm able to provide for them and give them the lifestyle that we never had growing up. I think some of the most life-changing things that I've been able to do for my mom and my dad was, I was able to buy her a car. Her car, I was told, not even by her, but my brother was telling me that her car was breaking down. And so I bought her a car, called my brother and said, come get it and take it to her. And to be able to do that was just amazing. And then years later when I got married, my husband and I, we have a place in Hawaii, and I was able to take my mom and my dad and stay at our place in Hawaii. And my dad, every time we drove, we wheeled him, because he was in a wheelchair, we wheeled him into the beach area. He would just cry and say that he never in his life ever thought that he was able to, he was going to be able to see Hawaii. And to me, that moment really made everything, worthwhile. All the pain, all the sacrifices, the tear, the frustration, it validated everything that I had done. Now, again, we're so grateful that we have my mother on payroll, and we take care of her financially. They have zero debt, no bills to pay. How many people can say that? What drives me now is I look back at my life, how I grew up, the disadvantages that I had growing up, to where I am today, and I want to be able to inspire individuals, inspire young people to have those dreams and let them know that it can happen to them. If it can happen to me, it can definitely happen to them. Hey, I went from being a garlic picker to being a millionaire, so why can't it happen for you? And that's what my mission is today, is I really want to inspire young individuals to dream big and to make those dreams come true.
My daughter has asked about Emilia and is really intrigued by her because she sees all the wonderful things that she wears and the beautiful cars that she drives, but at the same time, the fact that she's still very humble and very approachable and willing to share, her ideas and the way she was able to achieve her success. Emilia is a great mentor for young gals coming out of college, because not only are they able to see firsthand what can be achieved with hard work, but also when they get to meet Emilia and get to know her personal story, they get to see that anything's possible.
What I saw in Emilia was she was a little go-getter. I admire her. We've become a stronger friendship because I admire what she has achieved in such a short time. I mean, she's definitely somebody I want to be when I grow up.
What I could say about Emilia, definitely for me, one, because she is Latina, but second of all, wow, you could definitely achieve the American dream. Knowing just her humble beginnings, I would have never thought the moment when I met her, just to know that she was an ESL student. Wow, to me that was very telling. She's not embarrassed to say where she came from. She's not embarrassed to say the struggles that she had, and she's very proud to wear it. And more so, given the aspirations to others, that she could really fulfill this dream.
I'm very fortunate enough to work with a person like Emilia Sugiyama. I learned from her and I listened to her, and she's always willing to help you. Another great thing about working with Emilia Sugiyama is she's a woman, and it's very empowering to work with another successful woman. And when you look at insurance, it's predominantly male populated. I believe over 90% of people that do work in insurance are males. So I think, again, it's something to be said about being empowered and being a woman and making a statement in this industry. Again, there's no glass ceiling, so really you hold your own key to your success. In my first year, out of 500 managers across the country, I was actually ranked number 34, which was pretty exciting. And I do owe a lot of that to Emilia and the mentorship that she was able to provide for me, and the empowering me as a woman, as a business owner, as an individual who can change people's lives.